Hello there, Cancer. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of July 6th through the 12th. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And what we have showing up here on Monday is we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card really, I'm feeling like, has you showing the way, Cancer. I feel like there's some situation where you're leading by example. This feels like a relationship situation to me as well. It feels like maybe you are showing your partner by example how things are done, not saying a word, zip the lip, just showing him or her, okay, this is what this looks like when it's done right. For those of you who it's not your partner, I'm also feeling for a lot of you, you're showing your children. Showing your children, and some of your children are grown, so I'm not talking about just little children either, but you're leading by example. You're doing things the way that they should be done because it's just the right thing to do, and that is really making a big impression on a lot of the people around you, especially, like I said, significant others, especially children, even adult children. They're watching how you're handling things, and it's making a big impression on them. For a lot of you, you are becoming the hero to these other people. So that's your Monday, Cancer. Tuesday, what we have showing up for you is we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse is just telling me that you're procrastinating on a decision on Tuesday. This is a decision, it feels like it's between two children in a lot of cases. It's between two people who are very special to you, who are very important to you in any case. And it feels like you're trying to be as fair as you possibly can. For some of you, I feel like you're kind of sucked in the middle between friends and you're having a hard time deciding which way to go. And for a lot of you, you just really wish that your friends would get along. Why can't we all just get along? And it feels to me like on Tuesday, you're really making some appeals towards that end with both of your friends involved, or however many friends. For some of you, there's going to be 3 friends involved. To get things back to the way they used to be, so that you don't feel this awkwardness of still being friends with everybody involved, in a situation where it's just not working out with the other people, which makes it really hard for you to maintain all of those relationships. So you're really wishing that things would just become peaceful between everybody, and I feel like that's a huge part of the delay on choosing. You don't want to have to choose between these people, and so you are hoping that they will be able to work things out. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, what's coming up is another decision. This one that you are making. This is the Two of Clubs. So we're talking about a decision here that has to do with things that you really feel deeply about or care about. And as a matter of fact, for a lot of you, this is the same decision you were putting off on Tuesday. I feel like you make it on Wednesday. Not all of you. Let me stress, not all of you. Some of you will win out and get peace between your friends. But not all of you. And I feel like the majority of you are going to end up having to decide. But what I'm feeling is the way things are handled by Wednesday, it's not a tough decision anymore. So there's going to be a friend in the mix that just is really treating you horribly too, even though you're not a part of the original problem. And so it's going to be a point of, well, thank you. You just made my decision easier. Now I know where I'm going to be as far as picking sides. So that's what I see coming in on Wednesday. Doesn't look like a lot of fun, unfortunately. Thursday, what we have is we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse looks like, I'm trying to feel if this is tied into our friend situation already. For some of you it is, but not for all of you. A Five of Cups in reverse in general just talks about that you did have a situation where you felt disappointed, and that disappointment made you reset your priorities about where you want to be spending your time and your energy. And this can be with a relationship, this can be with a project, this can be with a hobby that you were feeling disappointed. Now when the Five of Cups comes in reversed, as it did for you on Thursday, Cancer, what this is saying is that where you had been disappointed and you had reset your priorities, now you're taking your priorities back to the original. So whatever happened that disappointed you, something apparently has cleared up and cleared that out, or maybe you just realize, well, I can handle that better. And so now you're resetting your priorities back to what they used to be before that disappointment. Okay? So then Friday, what we have showing up for you Cancers is we have the Falling Tower. Now the Falling Tower is, I just don't even like this card. Of course, it looks really scary there. It's not a fun situation. It's not, you know, a real terrible situation. I mean, it's something that we're going to make it through, but it's just not the most fun thing. So the Falling Tower really talks about having a situation in your life that felt safe and secure and like it was going to last indefinitely, and then suddenly it's jerked away from you. Okay? So that's what I see actually happening on Friday. Now, this isn't all bad news. It's just very dismaying and disorienting when it actually happens. But when you know the rest of the story, you understand that it's not completely bad. Basically, this is the universe's way of saying you have not been looking around at the other opportunities that are available to you. And we're kind of tired of you being stuck in this place and not growing and moving forward. So now we're just taking you out of that place, so you have to look for other opportunities to fill that void. Now the good news here is that the other opportunities are out there, and you are going to be finding opportunities that are better for you than what was going on before you had the tower situation happen to you. So long term, it's actually a forward progress card, but short term, very disorienting while you kind of get your bearings and start looking for those other opportunities. Now, Saturday, what we have is the Hanged Man. I feel like for a lot of you, Saturday, you are really getting yourself oriented, getting your feet back under you, kind of getting in mind, okay, what am I going to do to replace this old situation that felt so safe and secure? The Hanged Man really talks about standing still, giving yourself time to think, maybe even meditating, but really taking some downtime to look at something, because a lot of times when this comes up, you're not quite sure how to proceed, and so this is taking some time to really get tuned in to the energies around you and really to figure out, okay, how can I move forward from this in a productive way? And then Sunday, what I have is I have the Ten of Clubs in reverse. Ten of Clubs in reverse talks about laying down responsibilities. So, and these are responsibilities that don't feel like a burden. A lot of times these responsibilities have to do with family or with significant other. But on Sunday, I feel like you're getting a break from those normal responsibilities. So maybe normally every Sunday you go over to your parents' house and you set out all their medicine for them in their little daily plastic things so that they know when to take what medicine. And maybe Sunday you don't need to do that. Or maybe Sunday you go to the amusement park with the kids and you just go over and do it on Monday. But there's something going on, some kind of family responsibility. And this can be a family responsibility to your kids too. It doesn't have to be to your parents or to your significant other. But there's some kind of responsibility that you're taking a break from on Sunday. Maybe somebody else is taking your kid to their soccer tournament, and usually it's you. Something like that. It can be anything like that, but it's some kind of family responsibility that you just don't have to deal with on Sunday. Okay? So, Cancers, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a bit, if you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, feel free to contact me. I'll get something scheduled for you as quickly as possible. At the moment, I don't have a long wait list, so I could probably take care of you the same day or the next day if you want to contact me for a reading. And let's see. Okay, so everybody have a great week. I will see you all next week. Peace out, everyone.